and welcome to our episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Christopher. It's finally back to be doing one of these again. That's, of course, the Screen Rant Pitch Meetings, which we haven't done in a while because we're behind a lot of films. So anyways, for this one, luckily we've both seen it. So, and that is, of course, John Wick Chapter 2. It's a good John Wick. It's John Wick. Keanu Reeves, John Wick.
At this point, it just kept getting better and better. So, and this one was great.
Yeah, basically the plot was he had to now deal with the guy he helped do the impossible thing in order to leave his job as assassin initially.
Mainly, one of the big heads, the big pretty much honchos, pretty much wanted him to do something that he didn't want to do, and then that's when it's like, okay, now I'm going to kill you. So again, let's dive into this to see what probably went on behind the scenes for John Wick Chapter 2 pitch meeting. So here we go.
Oh, you have a John Wick sequel for me? Yes, sir, I do. So this one's gonna be called John Wick Chapter 2. Oh, it was a book this whole time. No, it wasn't. So at the beginning of this movie, John Wick's killing a bunch of people trying to get his Mustang back, right? Oh boy. Yeah, it's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be like bumper cars, but with murder. Is there any other kind? Yes. Okay, well that explains the Six Flags ban, doesn't it? Oh, you might be going to jail. So John goes to see the brother of the bad guy from the first movie, and he's like, I want peace, actually. Oh, he doesn't kill him? He doesn't. So then he goes home, because he wants to be retired again and hang out with his new dog. Understandable. But then this guy Santino shows up. And what's his deal? Well, it turns out back in the day, he helped John retire in exchange for a marker. Like one of those scented ones? No, this is like an IOU thing. He can use it at any time to make John assassinate someone. So John got out of the assassin game in exchange for a thing that would immediately bring him back into the assassin game.
Yeah.
That's right. Really bad planning. So Santino wants John Wick to kill someone for him, but John is like, nah. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we don't need any action in the sequel. I don't know, sir. There's gonna be action. They're gonna piss John Wick off, and he's gonna have no choice but to get involved. Okay. You see, in the first movie, they killed his dog, and in this one, they blow up his house. Why would they blow up the dog's house? They blow up John Wick's house. That makes more sense. So then see that Winston guy at the Continental Assassin Hotel, and Winston's like, yeah, that's a marker. You gotta do whatever this guy says. Bummer. So what is this job? Well, he wants John to kill his sister Gianna, because she's about to be put on the high table of assassins in Rome. Okay. So John is like, that's an impossible job. That can't be done. And so Santino's like, yeah, that's why I want you. So it's going to be tough to get to her. Actually, it's going to be super easy.
Barely inconvenience.
Oh, really? Yeah, it turns out he gets a map that leads directly to her dressing room where she's totally unguarded. So then why did Santino specifically need John Wick? Unclear. So then John tries to just walk out through her big coronation party instead of through the secret tunnels he came in by. Interesting strategy. How does that work out for him? Oh, not well, sir. He's spotted by Gianna's personal bodyguard, Cassian, pretty much right away. Oh, that didn't work out at all. Not really, no. But now we get this awesome action scene where John Wick murders a bunch of people at a party. That does sound like a cool setting for the murder. It is.
For the murder.
It's crazy. There's a bunch of people. There's Tilda Swinton on the turntables. Yeah. So John shoots a bunch of people. Amazing. This guy's great for the funeral industry. I guess he is. So now Santino wants John Wick dead to kind of tie up loose ends, you know? But John Wick, he's very hard to kill. Yeah, he really should have thought about having someone else walk through that empty tunnel to kill his sister if he planned on double-crossing him. Probably. So John goes back to New York and he finds out that Santino put a $7 million bounty on his head. Okay. And that's how we're gonna find out just how intense this underground assassin society really is. What do you mean? Well, let's just say they could swing an election if they wanted to, but with like a strategic political assassination? No, just sheer numbers. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it boils down to.
Insane number of assassins out there, and they all get notified about this bounty. Secret organizations that are actually mainstream are tight. So now John's assassins that are popping out of nowhere, like one of them's a musician in the subway. She just stand around playing music all day till she gets a murder notification on her phone? It would seem so, sir. And also John's gonna have to go up against that Cassian guy again. Oh, he is? Yeah, see, they're both at this fountain surrounded by a bunch of people, so as soon as the water turns on, they shoot at each other. Isn't that kind of reckless of John with all the innocent bystanders? Well, he's very good at hitting his target, so he knows what he's doing.
But he can't see his target.
Oh, no, he misses. Oh, okay. So then we're gonna have this funny scene where they're shooting at each other.
That was
my favorite scene.
Completely oblivious. I mean, guns with silencers still make a decent amount of noise. No, they don't. People don't hear the bullet impacts and the concrete flying and whatnot. No, they don't. Well, okay then. So John finally stabs Cassian and then manages to escape some other assassins with the help of a homeless guy. Oh, that's nice of the homeless guy. What inspired him to help? Yeah, well, the thing about this guy is that he's an assassin too. Right, I should have guessed that.
Yeah.
It's a network of other homeless people assassins. Is anyone not an assassin? John Wick's dog, he's not an assassin. What a good boy. For now.
That's a good boy for now.
People Assassin Network, and I was thinking we could get Lawrence Fishburne to play him. They're both in another movie together. They sure are, sir. Amazing. So John has to make a deal with this guy because he desperately needs a gun. He can't fight with his hands and then steal someone's gun. Irrelevant. Kind of relevant. Irrelevant. So this guy's like, all right, the bounty $7 million. I'm gonna give you a gun with 7 bullets. I bet that's gonna come into play later. You'd think so, but not really.
Not really.
So then John goes to the museum where Santino is, and he immediately starts killing people and taking their guns. Right, because, and eventually he gets to this hall of mirrors, which, as you know, means it's impossible for him to hear where the bad guy's yelling from. Of course, I've seen me too. So then John takes out a bunch of guys that are bigger than him, which leads us to the climax of the fight, which is a battle of strength between him and someone 95 pounds lighter than him. That's like there's no contest there. Yeah, and so then he wins because of, the weight difference. How would she have? There was no way. So then what happens? Well, then John shoots Santino in the head at the Continental Hotel, which is not allowed in the world of assassins. Oh yeah, why'd he do that? To set up the next movie. Well, that's thoughtful of him. So then Winston tells him that the bounty on his head has now doubled and been expanded globally. Uh-oh. And because he likes him, he's giving him an hour head start before he sends the message out. Wow, well, sounds pretty serious. It is. And then Winston shows off a little flash mob thing he organized. Cool. Everybody around them just stops. What? A little flash mob. Why would he organize that? Well, to show John how powerful the organization is. I mean, John knows that, doesn't he? He's part of the organization. Yeah, well, it's pretty cool. That must have taken so much planning. Yeah, probably. He had to gather them all there, brief them on when to surprise John, have people block off access to normal civilians walking by. Yeah, well, he really wanted to send this message to John, though, That he already knew. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I mean, all right. So then John and his dog have to run away. Well, the dog probably thinks they're just going for a fun little run. The dog's probably having a pretty good time. And so then that's it. What do you think? Oh, it sounds like a lot of fun, Thank you. I just want to make sure we don't lose sight of the simple grittiness of the first movie, Let's not go too over the top with things.
Chapter 3.
The third one. Oh, yeah, of course not.
The horse riding stuff.
Ryan here.
Don't get me wrong though. It's like they all just start getting better. The stories were good.
I do have 2 problems with them.
Go ahead.
I do. First off, why is everybody and their mother a fucking assassin? It didn't bother me. It did, and not because they brought it. It just bugged me about that. And then the other thing, and just completely, why didn't he just lift the motherfucker up?
You talking about
dragged his ass out, spent time, wait for that motherfucker to leave the Continental, and then murder his ass.
Because he knew he would do that and there'll be backup showing up. That's why he wanted to get it done.
But from what I've seen, John Wick can plan shit.
No,
why didn't he plan?
It's one of those things where it's like he's getting sick and tired of this guy and he just wants to get this over with.
Also, it makes no sense how you can put a bounty on an assassin, but whatever. I don't get the rules sometimes. But it was still a great film.
Yeah.
So
as I said, the story is fantastic. It's not like, oh my god, another bad one, or god, they did this. No. The story flows really well through each film, and it's fantastic. And like you said, I mean, yeah, you're gonna have the little bits here and there, like they mentioned, probably little things here and there, but the rest of it is fantastic. It's just they do a great job with the action, great job with the storytelling, and setting up and building up this world that he lives in, pretty much. That's this world filled with assassins and things like that. So, but I enjoyed it overall. I just can't wait for the next John Wick that they're still working on currently right now. So
Yeah, you know what's funny? Was it the John Wick Chapter 3 and Matrix were supposed to come out on the same weekend?
Yeah, they originally before the pandemic, I believe.
Yeah,
this was before the pandemic, and they did all that, and they're still doing the Continental series, which is more of like a prequel for the Continental.
It's a limited series, and they cast Mel Gibson. So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about these pitch meetings, hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys thought of this pitch meeting. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you have fun with it overall? Again, we do apologize we haven't been doing them so much, only because they've been releasing them with newer movies that usually we can't go to, because some of the newer movies that they've been releasing has been in theaters, and yeah, we have a life. So we were able to do this one at least. But again, let us know what you guys thought of our reaction to this pitch meeting. But most importantly, we thank you for watching.
Now, minus the other pitch meetings we didn't do, you can also check out the pitch meetings we have done from Screen Rant.
From throughout the...
Yeah, as well. So, but until next time, though, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very John Wick-filled episode of SRB.
See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
as well as one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter and Stardust
at Super React Bros,
as well as on Facebook
at Super Reaction Bros.